Hello my friends, so the new killer Chucky is finally out, and this killer is so little, he is actually smaller than an average Asian penis.
What the hell you say?
And I'm not being racist, I watch Asian porn almost every single day.
Aww.
But this is how small Chucky is according to science. Compare this to this. Chucky is very small, but being this little, Chucky has a big advantage, because it's very difficult to spot him. Also, he's the first killer in DBD playable in a third-person perspective, which gives him another advantage, so he has a bunch of advantages, making him incredibly dangerous killer. In fact, Chucky has to be one of the best killers in Dead by Daylight if you play him right. And in this video, I will show you how to play him right. By no means I am a Chucky professional or anything like that, I just played a lot of Chucky on the PTB and I hope this video is gonna help you. By the way, every time there's a new killer in Dead by Daylight, I make a video like this. I've made a lot of videos like this, so don't forget to subscribe for more Dead by Daylight tips, tricks, tutorials, funny videos and other stuff. Thank you very much. Also, make sure to join my Discord server, because over there we talk a lot about vaginal penetration and sometimes we all masturbate together. So if you are interested, the link is in the description. Keep in mind that these tips are not in any particular order. It means that number 1 can be as important as number 5. So let's start with the first tip. Do not play with your ding-dong when you load into a match. I'm just kidding. But seriously, do not touch your dick. Mindgame survivors with the Hidey-Ho mode. So Hidey-Ho mode makes you undetectable. It means that survivors cannot see your red stain, neither can they hear your terror radius, which means that you are very sneaky. Also, when you are in the Hidey-Ho mode, they can see a bunch of footprints around them. Yes, it warns them that you are in the Hidey-Ho mode, but they don't know where exactly you are. You might be next to them, you might be on the other side of the map. That's the interesting part. You can literally mind game survivors so easily with this killer, and combine that with his third person perspective and his incredibly short size. Survivors will have incredibly difficult time spotting you when they have no idea where you are. Use your perspective to know where survivors are going before they know where you are going, and use your Hidey-Ho mode in the middle of the chase. That's all I will say. Mind game. Don't be afraid to use the slice and dice ability often. There is close to no punishment after missing the hit with the slice and dice rush. Chucky's power is very forgiving. It recharges very quickly, not to mention that even the unsuccessful attempt to hit a survivor with your slice and dice mechanic will bring you closer to that survivor, and as long as you continue to chase that survivor, the hit is often guaranteed, especially if it's an open field, and Dead by Daylight has a lot of those. Also, keep in mind that Chucky feels faster than he actually is, so it's not a bad idea to rush as soon as you think it might be a hit, even if you're not sure about that. Another tip is, while in chase, scamper under the pallets instead of breaking them. Now, the scamper mechanic of Chucky's power allows him to vault the windows and to scamper under the pallets incredibly fast. Granted, it's not as fast as it was on the PTB anymore, it was incredibly fast, so developers decided to nerf him, and it's completely fair, but still it's very useful. Of course, this tip does not apply for every single dropped pallet. Some of them just have to be broken because of the infinite loops. But on the other side, for example, Killer Shack is a perfect opportunity for you to get survivors without breaking the dropped pallet. Just scamper under the pallet and continue to chase the survivor. After you down them, that's when you should break the pallet. You can even make this scamper faster and more deadly with some of Chucky's add-ons. He has some great add-ons and I would definitely recommend to check them out. I will not be covering Chucky's add-ons in this video, but anyway, let's move to the fourth tip. Use third-person perspective for your advantage. So I already touched on this topic a little bit, but basically, unlike your typical first-person person perspective that all of the other killers have. Third person perspective allows you to see what's happening behind the walls and in the corners in so many cases. You can literally turn on your Hidey-Ho mode to be undetectable and camp behind a specific wall. Just so you know, Hidey-Ho mode is not infinite. It has a relatively short duration of time, but you can literally turn it on while camping, and you can think about your next steps. Keep that in mind. And the final tip is, there will be games when you will want to slug. And I mean, every killer has an ability to slug, right? But Chucky is one of those killers that are incredibly good for slugging. Twins, Trickster, and Legion, these are all killers known for being good sluggers. If you play Chucky for a long period of time, you will realize how easy it is to dash into survivors, down them, and move on to another survivor instead of immediately hooking the survivor who is down. And you should use this to your advantage, because DBD does not really punish slugging, except of course if survivors bring perks like Unbreakable, let's say, but who the fuck brings that in 2023? So use this to your advantage and it will help you to win games. So these were 5 tips for Chucky. I hope you found this video informative and useful. At least one of the tips I hope was informative and useful. Honestly, it was incredibly difficult to come up with these tips because Chucky is a very straightforward killer. He has a high skill ceiling, but he's incredibly easy to learn as you go. And you need to play him a lot to play him better. And yeah, just play Chucky, have a good time, and you will get better with time. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more DBD videos. Like this video if you found it helpful, and I will see you in another DBD video. Bye.